This is Bryan Johnson.
I have been spending millions of dollars for the past 3 years working to slow my speed of aging.
He shares his anti-aging protocol on his website. He also shares about the exercises he do on his YouTube.
What I'm going to show you today is my daily exercise protocol.
And also his favorite, olive oil.
It's better than resveratrol, NR, cold plunges, saunas, and your favorite podcast. It's that good. It's extra virgin olive oil.
He started a global movement in January where people who follow him all over the world meet on the same day. My friend Dr. Faith asked if I might be interested in co-hosting it, and I said, sure, why not? For January's meetup, because it was on a short notice, we couldn't get a location partner, so we just found somewhere, sat around and chit-chat. And moving forward, we decided to do something better. So last weekend, for the meetup, we got to explore Sphere Gym, which has infrared sauna, cold plunge, float pool, red light bed, and of course, a gym floor. As you can tell, it's quite a unique environment, and I've got to say, my initial thoughts was whether I would feel like a lab rat being experimented on while working out in an all-white environment, and whether it would feel good at all. But being there, perhaps because it's so different from the external environment, it felt refreshing and uplifting. It remains to be seen though, whether those will translate to you lifting more in the gym. Jokes aside, to be clear, I'm not paid to say all this. I'm not a partner at Sphere Gym, neither do I earn anything if you go to them. But I do want to say a huge thanks to the co-founder Alan for sponsoring the venue for the last meetup. If you'd like to find out more about them, I have put the relevant links in the description of this video. Go check them out. If I'm not wrong, they are opening a second location at Holland B, so for those who think that their CBD location is pretty inaccessible, now you have an alternative. Coming back to the meetup, one activity we did was a maximum strength challenge, utilizing the equipment I brought from about close to 50 people attended the meetup, and 30 of them did the isometric mid-thigh pull, an assessment used by high-performance sports teams and allied health professionals all over the world to determine maximum strength. The cool thing here is that Welt has tested over 1 million people, and so they were able to provide normative data showing you where you stand in your age, factoring in your gender, and also packed against your body mass. In other words, it's factored in that a bigger person might be stronger, and so with the data, you're able to have a fair comparison. It doesn't mean that if you're bigger and you're able to exert more strength, your results are more impressive than someone who might be smaller but able to pull more for his body weight. I'll go deeper into the use of these force measuring devices in my future videos and how isometric training can be more effective and time efficient for some of the workout goals, including increasing VO2 max and maximal strength. Because for now, it's more of the social side of the strength challenges that I'd like to highlight. One other thing Vault does is to enable ranking everyone into a leaderboard, which can be fun. And the other thing it does is to show you your progress. For example, here's Steve. He did a quick assessment with me outside the meetup last month. I gave him some tips on how he can increase his maximal strength in the least amount of time. And during this month's meetup, he showed improvement. One other thing I'd like to mention about Steve is that he's also a huge advocate of the biceps machine, which I featured previously. That machine replicates the effects of endurance exercises through magnetic waves, meaning you don't have to work out to feel the benefits of exercising. And so Bryan Johnson, if you're watching and you'd like to find out more about the science and tech that goes into the machine, please feel free to get in touch. I'll be happy to share more and also summarize what I learned from the scientists behind it. Coming back to the strength assessments, I'm going to bring the same equipment to future meetups as long as it makes sense. So I wouldn't bring the equipment on a hike, for example. The goal here is to track everyone's maximum strength across the months and perhaps even years, and hopefully the community gets stronger. Finally, a last sales pitch here. If you're a company interested in tapping onto a community of health-conscious people, please feel free to get in touch. At the same time, if you are someone on your health journey and interested in getting more buddies along your journey, please feel free to get in touch as well. I'm working to grow the Don't Die movement, and hopefully this has a role to play in Singapore's ambition to become Blue Zone 3.0. That's all for the very first episode of Health Special Ops, where we cover something different from what we typically cover in the rest of our YouTube videos. If you're interested in what we typically cover, you can find out the rest of our content on our channel, and if you're interested, please feel free to subscribe. That's all for now. Till next time, take care.